Before we step into May, I want to take a breath. April asked something real of us. It asked us to look at all 8 pillars of our lives and get honest, to name the fears underneath the defaults, to redesign boundaries, to start building from clarity instead of fear. If you've been here all month, you've been doing the work. And I want you to give yourself credit for that, because most people won't. Here's what we covered. We started with the 8 life pillars: purpose, career, health, relationships, finances, growth, spiritual alignment, and joy. 8 rooms in your house. And we got honest about which ones have the lights on and which ones you've been avoiding. We talked about designed versus default. How much of your life is intentional and how much is just happening to you. That distinction alone changes everything if you let it. We name the fears, not the obvious ones, the disguised ones: perfectionism, people-pleasing, busyness, the ones that look productive from the outside but are running on fear underneath. We learned the pause practice, that space between stimulus and response, where real choice lives, and the intention check. 3 questions that help you figure out what's actually driving your decisions. We reframed boundaries as architecture. Proactive design built from clarity, not reactive walls built from pain. And we separated excellencism from perfectionism, keeping our standards without the fear. And then, the one that might be the most important, we talked about the longest relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. How you talk to yourself is everything, because the story you tell yourself becomes the life you build. A client of mine said recently, I noticed how I talk to myself, and I realized I would never speak to my daughter that way. And if you take one thing from this month, let it be that question. Would I say this to someone I love? And when the answer is no, try a different voice for yourself. Self-compassion isn't about lowering your standards. It's about building from a foundation that can actually sustain what you're creating. For me, this month was a reminder that these practices never graduate. I still catch myself saying yes too fast. I still hear that critical voice. I still have days where my non-negotiables feel very negotiable, but I catch it sooner, and I'm kinder to myself when I don't. That's progress, not perfection, but direction. Give yourself credit for the same. If you've paused once this month when you used to react, that's growth. If you noticed a fear that was running the show, that's awareness. If you've softened even slightly towards yourself, that's design. May is about the energy of design. Because here's what I noticed this month, and I imagine you did too. Design takes energy. When you're depleted, you default. When you're running on fumes, the pause practice goes out the window. And when you're exhausted, every boundary feels negotiable. So next month, we're going deeper. What fuels you? What drains you? How to build systems and rhythms that actually sustain the life you're designing instead of slowly emptying you. Subscribe so you don't miss it. If you haven't taken the Life Pillars quick check yet, you can subscribe to the alignment letter, and you can find the link to do that in my bio. It's free, and it's the best way to see where your life is aligned and where it's asking for redesign. And if you're a woman who's ready to do this work in community, real tools, real conversations, women who are done performing and ready to design, the collective starts at $97 a month. We go deeper than I go here, and the women inside are extraordinary. There's also a link for the collective in my bio as well. And if you want one-on-one support, mapping what's next, book a clarity call with me. It's a conversation, not a sales pitch. That link is also in my bio. So thank you for building with me this month. You're not behind, you're building. And I'll see you in May.